Good morning. Now start vector. The quantity having both magnitude and direction is called vector quantity. Examples: velocity, acceleration, force, displacement, etc. So this is magnitude and this is directions. A vector. This is this type of vectors. Means if a vector is A is the initial point is called tail and B is the final point is called head or terminal point. The quantity having only magnitude means this is only mass but not direction is called scalar quantity. Only magnitude and direction. Example: speed, distance, etc. Kinds of vectors. First, co-initial vectors. The vector having same initial point is called co-initial vectors. This is same initial, that is OA, OB, OC, OD, OA. Parallel vectors. Two or more vectors are moving in same directions each other and not intersect each other. They are parallel, same distance, right? Same direction move. Zero vectors. The vectors is said to be zero magnitude is called zero vectors. And there is starting point and initial point same, and this is a point also q and p equals, this is 0. Unit vectors. Vectors in magnitude 1. Unit vectors is expressed unit length, and this is you can write in the x cap. X cap is equal to x vector x by x mod length mod 1. So this is equal to 1. So unit vector of x axis is I cap and y axis is z cap, and z axis is k by k cap. Position vectors. So suppose this is x axis and this is y axis in the plane P with respect to origin is OP. The point P is taken as to a position vectors and it is denoted by OP. OP is the plane with respect to the origin. The origin, let O is the origin, P is the arbitrary point in the plane. Like and unlike vectors. The vectors having same direction is said to be like vectors. Having opposite direction is unlike vectors. Coplanars. Vectors laying in the planes, coplanars. Three or more vectors lying in the same plane are known as coplanars. Collinear. The vectors lie in the parallel lines and the same line concerning their magnitude and direction. Equal vectors. Two vectors are said to be equal vectors when they have both direction and magnitude equal, having in different initial points. Okay. Different initial is this type of vectors. Equal vectors. But the vector having same magnitude and opposite directions. If you take opposite direction, that is called as negative vectors. Okay. Next. Addition and subtraction of vectors. Vector you suppose 1, 2, 3 express I cap plus 2j cap plus 3 cap. And vector v is 2, 3, 4, you can write 2i plus 3j plus 4k, that is 2i plus 3j 4k. So now this is parallel number u plus v, this is u plus v. You can take this u and this is v, this is give u minus v. You can keep it dotted line, no problems. This is u minus v, this is u plus v. Suppose you can add these vectors, so what is the result? Add u plus v is equal to I plus 2i is equal to 3i, and 2i plus 3j is equal to 5j. 3k plus 4k is equal to 7k. So u minus b gives first 1 minus 2 means 1 minus 2 I cap, 2 minus 3 minus j cap, and 3 minus 2 minus I cap minus k minus. Now scalar multiplication of vectors. Just alpha, beta are scalars and u be vectors. Alpha is one scalar, then addition of two vectors is alpha u plus alpha v. Two scalar alpha plus addition of two scalar with respect to one vector is called alpha u plus beta u. Then product of two scalar into a vector is called alpha product of vectors into another scalars, and a rearrangement this. One scalar with vector u is equal to u. 0 is a scalar with u is equal to 0. Now this is the position vectors. Position vectors with respect to origin is OP, another is PQ, and resultant is OQ. Suppose this is midpoint, not midpoint, internal division point. OP plus PQ is equal to OQ. So PQ is equal to OQ minus OP. PQ is equal to OQ minus OP. So right now that is Q minus P. Position vector of Q minus position vector of P, and two vectors two vectors for let p and q be 2 points of the with the position vector of pq, and r is the point lying on the pq which divides the ratio m is to n. Then pq is equal to, you know, that is pq is equal to q minus p. R is the position vector, then r is equal to op plus pr. This r is equal to op plus pr is equal to op p small p, and pr is equal to get m by m plus n into pq, and simplification is equal to this. This is called internal division formula. Similarly, r is external division formula, gives if it divides the m is to n ratio, this m cube minus n p by m minus n. This is external. You can divide this type, these types. This r you can write it this side and extend this line, is it gives external division formula. If it is midpoint, means m is equal to n, then in place of m you can write m, that is m cancel it, that is 2m to m cancel, this is m p plus q by 2. Or if you don't understand it, I am writing mq plus np or pn by m plus n, or m is equal to n, mq plus mp m plus m p plus q 2m p plus q by 2 ହେଲା ନେଡ଼ି। ତାପରେ direction cosines and direction ratios, suppose x axis y axis z axis with respect to the p, and p x axis is the p alpha angles beta angles y axis, and z axis gamma सहित करछि cos alpha ହେଲା, you know bhumi by kernel, this op by bhumi by kernel means this is x axis means bhumi, kernel is op, this x by cos alpha, x is equal to op cos alpha. Similarly, cos beta, y is equal to op cos beta, z is equal to op cos gamma. I am writing it alpha beta angle of inclination with respect to x, y and z axis. After simplification, you will get L square plus m square plus n square is equal to 1. The resolution of vectors, suppose this is pq and p is x1 y1 x2 y2, and you can write it x2 minus x1 and y2 minus y, and pq and qr. pq you can write pq this distance and qr distance y2 minus y1, pq will x2 minus x1 ik plus y2 minus y j k, and pq mod is equal to this square plus Pythagoras. If shifted to origin, it is 0 0 and xy, this is x square plus y square. In case of three-dimensional geometry, so v is equal to x2 minus x1 ik plus y2 minus y j k plus z2 minus k, and v is equal to this mod is equal to x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus n square plus z2 minus square. Now zeta vectors as given a b c d, and find b minus a d minus a parallels and find their magnitude. b minus a, you can find a difference between coordinates 2 minus 1 3 minus 1 and 0 minus 1 is the result 1 2 and 1 ik plus 2 j minus k. This is minus 1, not 1. Similarly, d minus c, you can write d what is d 0 minus 1 1 minus c 3 5 minus 2, and simplification 0 minus 3 minus 3 minus 1 minus 5 minus 6 1 plus 2 3, and after 3 is taking common, and this 3 into minus 1 minus 2 1, and this is the result, and taking modulus this is the root 6, and after simplification this is 2 root 6, both parallel, and the ratio you can write bc by d, b minus c by d minus c gives 6 by 6, it is cortical 1 by 3 1 is to 3. This is the parallel ratios, honesty ratios dividing. Another examples, the position vectors of two given points a b, these respectively find the magnitude and directions. Magnitude a b a, this is b, a b means e point difference kari likhiବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିବ. 2 minus 7 is minus 5, and minus 5 minus 3 minus 8, and 4 minus 1 minus of minus plus 5. After this is the AB, and taking mod means here component square, here component square, component is 1 on 4. So question is find the magnitude and direction. Magnitude and directions, this is magnitude, and direction means cos alpha, cos beta, cos, that is these types you know earlier discussing here, cos alpha, cos beta, and cos gamma, x by cos alpha, x components these givens minus 5 ହେଲା x components by the OP or this is modulus of this such. Similarly cos beta y component is OP and AB modulus of AB and cos gamma z component by this AB. This is the magnitude and directions. Similarly calculate modulus and unit vector. So unit vector in the direction of the vectors I plus 4j plus k 3i minus 3j minus 2k minus 2i plus 2j plus 6k. The sum this a vector मिसेदेले is the result तार mod name r square plus s square root होगा. This is a magnitude and unit vector ला by definition that vector divided by that vector mod and simplify it. Component 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 6 by 7, I, j, k, k plus. Similarly, same things. The vectors joining the points find the magnitude and the unit vector along the same direction. Also determine the components, scalar and vector components. Similarly, तुम ये जानिछ PQ vector बाहर करियो बाहर कले ता magnitude mod बाहर कले result होला unit vector होला PQ by PQ mod बाहर लाइती scalar component होला -3 by 5 plus and 4 by 5 तापर कोन vector component माने I cap x axis I cap रखियो y axis j cap. This is very simple and किछ असुविधा नै भलो देखियो. So clear visions. Next last the position vectors of A, B and C are 2i plus j minus k 3i minus 2j plus k I plus 4j minus 3k respectively, so that A B is collinear. Collinear माने गोटे लाइन ले रही A B C means AB AC बाहर छी AB रे डिस्टेंस वाला B minus a फार्मूला पके बाहर के छी -2 -3 -2i minus 3 this I cap. Similarly j minus 3 minus 2 by this minus 3j minus k plus k 2k. So AC similarly find A and C AC so difference करियो AC -2 minus I -2 AC ठीक है ABC ठीक है I what I am writing here AC C what is it C हाँ ठीक है AC हाँ I minus 2i minus I 4 minus j this is 3 ठीक है -3 plus 1 gives -2 and this is minus taking commons this is minus AB. So this is AB, this is my SC is equal to minus AB. So lines are parallels with as a common point, so ABC are collinears. Lines are parallels, ABC are collinears. So okay, thanks you of this topic. Vector 1.